Alright, hey guys, so in this video I'm gonna show you how to make these little note booklets, and it's just like the non-sticky sticky notes, the little pieces of paper. I showed this yesterday, and I'm gonna show you how to make it, but I'm gonna make smaller ones because my daughters wanted some, and to stamp all of these sheets takes a lot of time, and so I'm gonna make them some small ones to use. So this is 10 sheets each. These are 10 sheets each. The ones that I'm going to do today are just 5 sheets. If you want to make one this size, I'm going to give you the measurements of the sticky notes, okay? So this first one measures 3 by 2.5. These two bigger ones measure 3 by 4. So 3 by 4. And then this one down here measures 3 by 2, okay? And I used 8.5 by 11 piece of paper for this one, okay? And so what I'm gonna do with the smaller ones is the same thing I did with this one here, okay? So, okay, so here's one that I did. Okay, and this time I used a staple because someone commented that they didn't have a sewing machine, so I'm going to show you how to do it with the stapler. You'll do the same thing that I'm doing, you would just do it on the sewing machine, okay? And so it's so cute. Alright, and this one I made myself. Okay, this is what it looks like on the back if you sew. I didn't cover this yet. Okay. So there's that. Alright, so first you want to take a piece of paper. This is 12 by 12, okay? And you want to take your notes that you've already cut down and stamped. And you're going to line your notes up, your note sheets, up to the edge of your paper. You can see that down here. Alright, and so you just want to line it up. I'm going to clip it so it doesn't move. Okay, and you're going to do it so that you have an edge. Okay. You can measure this, but this is how you would do it if you didn't want to measure. And I'm kind of lazy when it comes to measuring, so none of this stuff was measured except for these notes because I needed to make several of them. Okay, and then you take your next one. And you're going to line it up, place it where you want it. Okay. And I'm going to paper clip that one too. Okay. And then what you would do if you have your sewing machine is you would take it over to your sewing machine, put it on the longest stitch length and the longest stitch width on a straight stitch. You could do decorative if you like, but I just did straight stitch. And then you just stitch, you start here, back stitch, keep going, stop here, and then back stitch a little bit, okay? And you do the same thing. If you don't have a sewing machine, you need something cushiony, like a mouse pad. You're going to place your paper on top of that, okay? You're going to open up your stapler, okay? And then you're just going to push it into the top. Alright, you can mark the center if you want. Okay, and that's essentially it. Okay, so I'm going to remove my gem clips because they are stapled in. And then you're going to take, the prongs are, since the staple didn't close, it's stapled into your foam, you're going to have the staple prongs sticking up. Okay, so just pull it off. Take a bone folder or something and push it down. Okay. On a sewing machine, you would just need to cut all your loose strings. If you have colored staples, that would be really cute. I think I'm going to spray paint a block of my staples because I think that'd be cute. Okay, so now what you would do is if you were using an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, Okay, you would take this to the trimmer and you would trim it down to the size that it should be to only like fold over, you know. So I just trimmed, and it's probably like a little bit above here, and you just trim that down. Okay. All right, since this is 12 by 12, I have enough to cover the back here. On the 8.5 by 11 sheet, if you use these measurements and an 8.5 by 11 sheet, you will not have enough to fold over on the back. You would just have to glue an entire piece on the back, okay? And so you cut this little bit of hang off away. It'll be about this much, I guess. And then glue this onto something, okay? Also, your paper, when you fold it over, your paper's gonna stop about here, okay? So you're gonna need to account for about 2 inches. And what I did was I took another piece of paper and glued that on top, okay? And then you just cover up your seam on the back. Hope that made sense. Since we're not gonna have that problem with this being so big, all I'm gonna do is fold this over. Now my skates are gonna be upside down. Oh, I didn't take that into consideration, did I? You hear I'm like paused because I didn't think about having to fold this over. Okay, here we go. So we're just gonna cut then. So I'm gonna cut at 6 inches. So this is what you would do if you did with the 8.5 by 11 sheet. So okay, so I'm gonna cut this at 6 inches, just so I could have half of this to cover the back, and then that way my skates will be going in the right direction. Okay, so what you're gonna do is glue your front to the back. Okay. There might be a little hangover left on this, I think. Okay. I'm trying to make this video not so long, so I hope I'm not like all over the place. Okay, I've got paint on my hands. You guys can see the paint. That's paint. I was painting some frames earlier for my living room, so. Alright, so our staples are covered up, or our sewing stitches are covered up. And now you're going to have to score a spine, okay? So again, I eyeballed it. Oops. So you put your paper here. Okay, so this is the 8.5 by 11. This is where the 8.5 by 11 sheet had ended, okay, right here. So I had all this like extra, but anyway, so I scored here, it looks like at about 4 1/4 and 4 1/2 or something like that. You just need a 1/4 inch, okay? So I'm gonna score at 6. And then 6 1/4. Wait till your glue dries. I didn't do that for the sake of the video, but make sure your glue is dry before you start scoring, because if the glue's wet, you could rip your paper. Alright, and then you just fold it on the score lines. Okay. Alright. And there's like your little spine. And this has just a little bit of hangover. I'm going to cut that off with some scissors. Alright, and so you have this. Now I could, you could put like some removable like paper clips here or something like that. Let's see. If you wanted to put like a strip of paper and then stick some, I don't know, sticky little paper clips on it, be a cute little something, right? Alright, so I had cut out this little thing here. I'm gonna glue that there. And there it is. So cute and simple. Okay, if this was 8.5 by 11, like I said, you would have about 2 inches missing. Okay, so just pretend like this is missing. Okay, this is all you've got left. So you would just take your second piece of paper and line it up with this edge here. Okay, and then make up for the lost inches. Sydney! Come here, please. I'm gonna give this to Sydney and see what she says when I give it to her, because I think it's so cute. Here, I made this for you.
Thank you.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here, give Morgan. Morgan! She likes it. Here, I made you this.
Thank you. It's pretty. What can it look?
Alright, well, I think the girls like it. I think if you have any friends that like stationery, I think they would like it as well. So, yep, that's it. Alright, guys, if you want to see anything else, always just let me know. Give me ideas for videos, because I run out of ideas all the time. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Bye, guys.